Alright guys, now we are on my PC. We're looking at my, this is the Dash homepage, so very cool. Now there's a lot of different stuff you can do, if you can see right here. It's going to be hard to kind of focus on some of this with all the glare. But right here is actually kind of a cool thing. These are today's deals. They have kind of sale prices on stuff. Like regular price is $5.99. Today it's $4.55. You got the Marvel Universe Wolverine, regularly $5. Now it's $3.80. And there's just some different deals that they change every day, which is really cool. Here's just some. Below is some different kind of hot items just to look for. Is the Thanos, the Galactus, and just some other cool stuff. Just some, just some kind of hot items just for you to look for. Now, first off, some of the different stuff you can see up here. We got a. It's kind of difficult because it doesn't show up very well on my camera. Now here's a buy tab. If you want to go to the marketplace, you can check out all the different figures to buy. Of course, this shows you, you can buy the series. Just shows some of the different elements of the site and what all you can do. You can sell your figures, manage your collection. This is the value for the pricing guide and everything that's in the site. You can rate and share with the figures. You can share with Facebook or different stuff. So just lots of cool little elements that you can do. If you find a figure you like, you can share it on Facebook, and just all kinds of different stuff going on there. Now go to the catalog tab at the top. You can see here there's so many things here. This is the I know you guys can't read all this, which I'm sorry. This is the top most wanted collected brands. You got Star Wars, Marvel, DC, G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, Spawn, Transformers, and so on. I mean, there's just so many different cool things on here. And then they even have the this section right here is the top 40 most collected brands, and this is all the figures in the database. There's 2,800 Marvel figures. There's 4,000 Star Wars, 2,800 DC, 1,800 Transformers, 2,100 G.I. Joe, and so on. And that's just all these different lists of all the figures in the database. There's so much stuff to look for. These are the top. So if you're getting on here, you want to search Marvel, you can just go here and click on Marvel, and it'll take you there. Now down here, it's got some different search stuff. This is browse by genre right here. So you have comedy figures, you have comic book superheroes, you have horror, martial arts, music, science fiction. If you're like, oh, what's that one kind of figure, you don't remember the name, you can actually search by genre. You're like, oh, it's a Western figure, so I can look through Western stuff, or whatever. And there's a browse by manufacturer, which is pretty cool. It's got NECA and Toy Biz and all the big names in there, which is pretty cool. And then browse by year. So if you actually have a figure, a lot of the times on the inner thigh or on the back or the butt or whatever, there'll be or on the bottom of the foot, there'll be a manufacturer year. So if you have the year, but you're not exactly sure what line the figure was, this might be a way for you to help, search for the figure that you're looking for, what line this figure came from or whatever. So you can, search through here by the years, which is pretty cool. And there's a lot of help features on this website as well. Down here it's how to use the catalog. It's got a little bunch of tips, and here's actually some videos over here if you need some help doing some stuff. They have a lot of walkthroughs, which is pretty neat. Just jump into something. If you want to search for Marvel stuff, I clicked on the Marvel icon. Now it's going to bring up the Marvel stuff, which in the database there's 2,851 figures, which is pretty cool. Now here's some different selections from that. You got Captain America, famous covers, Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider, Marvel Select, Marvel Legends. Just all the different sections that you were looking for. Let's go ahead and click on Marvel Legends because I know there's a bunch of collectors out there. Now this is all alphabetical. Starts off with first appearance Grey Hulk, first appearance Hulk, first appearance Spider-Man, first appearance Thing, and so on. Now let's just start with first appearance Grey Hulk. See if I can scan in there for you guys so you guys can actually see what's going on. If you can see right here it shows you that there's 3 photos available, which I've already showed you on the app, which is the same pictures, which is cool, so you can see different pictures on the figure. It's got the exact file that it's in. It's under, you know, Comic Book Superheroes, Marvel, Marvel Legends, made by Toy Biz, Series 9, which is the Galactus series. And it's even got the manufacturer, which is Toy Biz, came out in 2005. It's a 7-inch figure. Very cool. So like I said, there's so much detail on these. All your information's right here that you need to know. Now right here is the average rating, which has got a 3-star rating, which I just bumped it up to 4 since I gave it a 5-star rating. So it's got 11 total ratings. It shows right here it's got 1 video review. I am actually not logged in right now, but this should show if hold on, let me log in because it's kind of not going to show you everything. Okay, sorry about that. I had to log in real quick. As you can see, it looks a little bit different now. Now it shows what's actually in my collection. It says I have 1 in my collection, of course. If you have multiples, you can add, you know, a couple. It's not on my want list anymore because I already have 1. And it shows that 1's for sale. And also down here in this section, if you can see the wanted section, this is actually on 4 people's want list. So if you're wanting to post some figures for sale, it actually shows you know, how many people are actually wanting that figure, which, you know, there's 4 people. So you might have a pretty good chance of selling that pretty, you know, fast, which is pretty cool. And one last thing in the thing right there is the value. It shows the package price and the loose price. But anyways, let's go ahead and click on the figure and you can see more in detail what's going on. So you click on First Appearance Grey Hulk, which is what we were looking at. Now, first thing that pops up on the screen is the picture, of course. You can zoom in to the photo and see some different details. And you can click on the different pictures. There's the back view and there's also the in-package view, which is pretty cool, and you can zoom in on those as well. Now over here to the side is going to be all that different information that we were just looking at. It's got the rating, the package price, the manufacturer, the year. It's actually got the UPC number, which is kind of cool. The manufacturer number, what kind of packaging it is. It comes in a clamshell, it's an action figure, all kinds of different cool stuff right there. Sometimes there'll be product information and notes over here in this section right here, which is pretty cool. And the video that I was saying that there's actually a review, it's actually got my review from YouTube on here. If you guys can see that, I've submitted quite a few of my reviews on here, which is pretty cool. And this just is all the information on my video. Now sometimes there'll be multiple videos and it'll show you how many videos on the front screen, and so they'll just be lined up on the screen, which is pretty neat. Very easy to do. If you see this section just below the video, it says add your review, and you just go to add your review and type in the URL and everything and go from there. So it's real easy to use. Lots of you know, stuff. You can see this next one here has actually 2 reviews. This just says 2 videos. You can click on that, and then there we got 2 reviews. There's actually my review and Arlocon's review. So you know, a lot of people use the site. It's a really cool site to use, and like I've said, there's just so many elements to use on this. The site is free. Don't want any confusion on that. If you just want to do exactly what I'm doing, the site's free. You can get on here, you can sell figures, you can buy figures, you can list your collection as kind of a checklist. You can use it as your wanted list. There's just so many different things. Let's pan up here to the top. Like I've said, there's the catalog, which is what we're searching through. It's all the different figures and everything. Here's the marketplace, which it's going to show you figures that are for sale. It's basically the same as the catalog, except for it's just going to be figures for sale. It shows all the different stuff. There's 1,100 Marvel figures for sale right now, so that's pretty cool. And I've actually found quite a few like rare figures for decent prices. You know, there's not a lot of people just trying to rob everybody on here. You can go through here through Marvel Legends. There's just a lot of different stuff for sale on here. Now, these are all figures for sale. There's 167 Marvel Legends for sale right now. And you know, like I was going through the different sections. There's so many. These are all figures for sale right here. You got Marvel, DC, Star Wars, G.I. Joe. You know, it's basically like using the catalog, except for this is all sale figures. So if you're just wanting to use it more as an eBay type auction place or whatever, you know, this is it. It's a pretty cool section. There is a community section over here, which I clicked on at the top. Now this, I know you guys can't read everything that's on here, so I'm sorry. But there's, you know, a lot of different resources that you can use. You know, it's got a lot of frequently asked questions. You know, just a lot of different help stuff if you guys are wanting to know how to do certain things. That's a great way to find out how to do stuff, is that community tab right there that I clicked on. Now the one I did skip is the My Collection, which I'm clicking on right now. So you can check out the My Collection tab right now, which is pretty cool. This is where you're going to have your collection, your wanted list, and if you have any items for sale right now. So right here, this top little red bleep, which you guys can see me scrolling around, is says items in my collection. So from the site, the ones that I've clicked on that are in my collection, I have 290. My wanted list, I have 78. And then the items for sale, I don't have any for sale right now, but I actually intend on putting quite a few up here. There's a lot of different stuff you can do. Now down here is my favorites. This can kind of show off some of your different stuff. Now this has my my favorite series, which would be comic and superhero stuff. Now it shows in my collection, in the catalog, and how many are in the marketplace. Some Star Trek figures. I have 13 in my collection that I've clicked on. And it shows how many are in the catalog, which I've got 47 total in the catalog and 10 for sale in the marketplace. So that can kind of show off some of your favorite stuff. Now here's Most Wanted series, comic book and stuff. It's got American McGee's Alice, very cool. And down here shows you the Most Wanted by Others, which is the these are figures that you have that other people want. Now I've got the Smart Hulk from the Hulk Classics, and there's 2,100 people that want that figure. Your Human Torch variant, I've got 2 people that want that figure or whatever. So that's kind of cool. Now one thing I didn't, I was talking about earlier is there is a Dash Collector membership, which I said was, I think it's $24.95 a year. Now what I've shown you so far is what you get just as the free site. If you just want to jump on here for free, that's what you get. Now if you pay that membership, you get a couple different things. Overall, if you can see, my screen looks pretty clean. There's not a lot of ads on here. Now if you don't have the free site, you're going to have a bunch of ads. You know, they've got to pay for this stuff, so they put ads on the site. But if you're going to pay the membership, then they'll remove the ads, you know, makes sense. So you get a lot cleaner, crisper look when you're doing your thing. Like I said, one thing I did mention was the free app. You'll get the iPod, iPhone app for free. Now that is a limited time thing. I'm not sure how long that's going to last, so if you guys are wanting to get that, you might have to jump on it pretty soon. One cool thing you get is right here in this Share Your Collection, there's called the Collection Showcase, which this is my Collection Showcase page. Now down here you get your this is my collecting story. You guys aren't going to be able to read it, but you can just kind of put a bio on your collection and how you started collecting or whatever, you know, just some cool little information on yourself. Now down here, you guys can't read what's in that red box, but it says Matlock's Pictures. You can add photos, you know, take pictures of your collections or individual figures and post them on here. Now down here, which is still loading, I'll show you in just a second. Now down here is the Matlock's videos. This is just a couple YouTube videos that I posted. You can see here's my Marvel Select Juggernaut review. Here's the Marvel Universe Goliath versus Thor. Just a bunch of different videos that I threw on there. I just threw a couple on there, really. Here's the Ninja Turtles box set, which is pretty dope. So if you wanna, you can kind of use this as your website, really. If you want an action figure website, you can post this URL to other sites and people can check this out. Now down here it's going to show my favorite brands. Marvel, it shows how many I've liked or wanted or whatever in the database, which is pretty cool. My favorite series, recently added stuff, and then this is just some thumbnails of different figures that I have in my collection. So pretty cool. There's a bunch of Futurama stuff. It's very cool. Just a lot of cool different stuff. If you want people to see, what kind of collector you are. Everybody asks me, Matlock, what kind of figures do you collect? What all stuff, I could just send them to this page and say, hey, man, this is here. This is, what kind of stuff I like. I like all this stuff. This is what stuff I have. This is what stuff I want. This is what I collect. This is why I collect. There's so many different things. Now, here's some of the pictures that I've taken. It's just kind of showing you some different photos that I've taken of my collection and stuff, so people can check that out. Here's my Enterprise bridge scene or whatever. When I completed that, I threw that up there. Just a lot of different stuff from my collection that I took pictures of and just threw up photos. Now, a lot of people don't see my pictures normally because I don't really post them anywhere, but it's just a cool place to display everything of your collection, which is really neat. And there's a lot of different things that I said that they're going to add to the site. They're constantly working on stuff. They take feedback really well, so if there's something that you think that would make this site better, shoot them a message. They'll definitely listen. If it's something that they think that they should add to the site or it's doable, then they'll definitely take it to mind. So I definitely recommend the site. Definitely recommend the app. Like I said, if you want to get that free app, I would recommend getting the $25 membership, the club membership, because you get a lot of cool different things on here, and you get the app for free, which is a $10 value right there. So if you just want to use it as a free site, you can do that too, because it's just cool as a community site. I'd like everybody to stop using eBay and just come here. You'd have all your action figures in one place, just right here, which is pretty dope. So anyways, that's the Dash Action Figure Collector site. If nothing else, just check out the site, join the site. You can join for free, and post your wanted list, post your collection, and just join the community on here. So thanks for checking it out, guys.